today is Saturday, and it is the second in my series on my extreme grocery budget. I'm doing $1 a day for the whole month of January. 2 people in my household, so that is $62 for the month that I'm budgeting to spend. And I'm still under. I got a few things back here, and we'll just go over the what I spent, and I'm kind of doing a backwards, well, I generally often do a backwards menu plan, but I don't make a menu plan before I go to stores. Usually what I do is I make a menu plan after I get home from the stores based on what I have and based on what I bought. But this time I am not doing that. I just have me a list of cheap recipes that I can choose from based on what I have, what maybe needs to be, what's fresh in the fridge that needs to be used up. So anyways, we'll get to all that in a minute. Let me show you what I got at the stores this morning. I did get something that I forgot to get last weekend. So let's see. And did I stay under budget? Yes, I did. How much is left? We'll see. Okay, y'all, this is it. And this is 2 stores. So, and I have no receipts, but I do have prices, and I did do the math on my, I don't even know what went with my receipts. They probably got wet. We were having really nasty weather today, and everything is soaked. So anyways, this is what I got at Walmart, just these 2 things. So I got this 5-pound bag of long grain rice, Great Value brand. This is $3.34. You just can't beat that deal on rice. It's such a good price. Goes a long way and keeps people full. And then I wanted to get some frozen broccoli. It holds better than the fresh broccoli. And speaking of fresh, I do have some in my refrigerator that we've got to use this weekend. But the frozen is $2.88 for a 2-pound bag, that's not bad. I mean, I don't know, I probably could have done, no, those little bags they're like 1/16, but they're only 12 ounces. So this is what I went with. I got 2 pounds of frozen broccoli for $2.88. And now I went over to the little butcher shop, and y'all, they have a sale, 49 cents a pound for smoked turkey thighs. So these are already smoked. They have all the flavor. And look how big this is. This is my hand. That is a massive turkey thigh. So I'm going to use these for cooking with recipes, cooking in you know, it's going to impart flavor to recipes, but then there's also going to be a good amount of meat in there. Y'all, this pack, there's 1 in each pack. Look, almost 1.5 pounds for 67 cents. This one is another almost 1.5 pounds, 71 cents for this one. And another one about 1 1/3 pounds. This is 63 cents. So lots of good flavor, lots of meat in there. So that's it. Let's take a look over here and where I'm keeping up with this. So here is my January 26th. So that's last week right there. So my Walmart and my butcher shop, $2.11 is what I came up with what did I spilled something? Oh, no. So $2.11 with tax. Those the smoked turkey thighs are $2.11. So together today I spent $8.64. And see over here, last week I had $28.13 left, and I take my $8.64 away. I still have $19.49. It's only the 10th of January, so we got a ways to go. And no free stuff this weekend. That's it. That's all I spent. And I'm going to put these items away. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and combine 2 Saturdays worth of shopping into one video. Because I'm not doing my normal menu plan. We'll talk about that in a little while. But let me show you. This is another Saturday. This is the 3rd Saturday in the month of January, 2026. And you know, we are down on our $62 budget for the month. And I got a lot of stuff back here. But I use my cheats, Sam's Cash, and things like that. So let's take a look at what I got back here real quick. Alright, y'all, this is everything that I got right here. I have got Sam's Club and Aldi, and one item over here from the corner market. So let's start with Corner Market. This week I can get their French bread. Oh, this thing is so big. Look how, I mean, it's so big. Normally I take these and turn them into big sandwich for my daughter. But this is so big, I'm not sure my sheet pan is long enough for this. But big thing of French bread. Walmart has raised their prices. If anybody saw my little short, raised the prices to $1.62. This one is so much bigger, and this week it's 99 cents. So yes, I got me one of those. Okay, so that is going to be 99 cents, 10%. I mean, not 10%. Wow, that would be bad. 5% sales tax. That brings that to $1.04. Okay, then over here I've got this little portion right here. This is Aldi, and I found 3 salad kits, half off. So I got all 3. I got 2 of the Southwest chopped salad kit and 1 of the Everything Bagel. These are $3.29 each, so each one rang up at $1.64. And then I did get 3 of the little Roma tomatoes. And these are, 89 cents a pound. So for 3 tomatoes, that ended up being 54 cents. So not even a pound. And then I did get the zucchini. This week they have the zucchini on sale at like $1.19 a pound. So I got this package here. And this one, the zucchini was almost a pound and a half. So $1.69 for that. And then I did get 1 English cucumber right there. And that is 95 cents. So, y'all, that's everything right there from Aldi. And what I spent today before tax, this was $8.10. With tax, it was $8.51. Now, this is the big stuff over here, this Sam's Club. Let's talk about Sam's Club for just a minute. Let me get my, this is where I've got all my little prices, because, you know, I don't get a receipt, so I have to write everything down from my, because they email it to me. Okay, so I had Sam's Cash, so this was all free. But we'll go through the prices and we'll see what it cost. So the 4-pound bag of Member's Mark chicken bites, this is $13.98 regular price, but it's still a good deal. That's 4 pounds of chicken bites. And then they have gone up a little bit on their romaine hearts, but this is 6 romaine hearts here. And these are, let's see, what are they? Romaine hearts are $4.15, I believe is what that is. The bananas are $1.56. The oranges here, the well, mandarins, little mandarins, these are $6.96. And then they did have 3 here of the chicken breast. This is yesterday's rotisserie chicken. I've got in each pack. They had way more than this. I only got 3. But, because I only have, you know, I only got so much freezer space. But these are $3.98 each for 4 in each package for breasts and wings. So I got 3. That makes that, what? I don't know. $3.98 each times 3. So I think I may have calculated this wrong. I don't know. I calculated, I think, you know what, I may have left off, in my calculations, I may have left off the romaine hearts. I think I did. So, but without the romaine hearts, this totaled $34.44 before tax. With tax, it was $36.16. So I need to add those romaine hearts to my calculations. So, let me do that, and then we'll come back and look at what I spent this weekend and last weekend. Okay, let's take a look at what I've spent so far for the month of January 2026. So here I've run down all of this. Did I even run down this last weekend? I don't remember. But last weekend at Walmart I spent $6.53. Y'all, this always includes my total that I'm putting down here is going to include my sales tax, which is 5% in the state of Mississippi. So Walmart was $6.53. Butcher Shop is $2.11. So the total spent last weekend was $8.64. And I had left, after all of this came out, $19.49. So I took that what did I do? $8.64 right there. $8.64. So I still had $19.49 left for the rest of the month. Now, this weekend, I spent $8.51 at Aldi. This is only what I spent out of pocket. And y'all, I forgot to put down the corner market, so I did add that here. Corner market, $1.04 for that bread. So I took that $8.51 off of that $19.49. Well, okay, my phone rang. I'm not sure where I was, but I think I was over here. So let's go down. That was what was left after the first week. This is what was left after the second week. And then today, second week, and today I did it in two because I forgot to add those together. So $8.51 for Aldi and $1.04 for Corner Market. So that leaves us $9.94 for the rest of January. Can we do it? I think so, because I'm using what I'm getting for free over here for free. So today, what did I do? 117. Yeah, so 36.16 at Sam's. That brings it up to 76.31, and then I added in, because I forgot to add in that total, the lettuce. So $4.36 with tax for the lettuce. So the total with tax that I've gotten for free between CVS and Sam's is $80.67. Y'all, that makes such a big difference when you can use things that you're not paying out of pocket for when you're doing an extremely low budget for like $62 for the month for two people. These free items make such a big difference. So we've got almost $10 left and 2 more Saturdays, and we'll just see how this goes. We're going to make it. It's going to be good. Okay, y'all, that's, I'm going to close this out here. The grocery haul from last weekend plus the grocery haul from this weekend, and we are looking at the budget. I'm going to do a whole separate video about all the meal planning. So you can see this month I'm doing something a little bit differently. I'm not doing a weekly meal plan. I am just going off of my list of cheap meal ideas that I have and seeing what we have on hand. Things that are maybe in the refrigerator that need to be used up, and I'm going to go ahead and cook those or use those or whatever. But I've been kind of keeping up. Well, yeah. I mean, I'll go a few days and I'm like, oh, I forgot to put that down. But I've got it on my calendar, what we've been having for meals, whether it's leftovers. And y'all, we've been doing a lot of leftovers for lunches. So, and we just don't do breakfast. Well, my daughter does occasionally. So, you know, that's why I picked up those breakfast items for her from CPS. But, you know, it's just not something we tend to do is breakfast. But I think I need to, I've got eggs in the refrigerator that I've really got to use because they're going to go if I don't watch it. So we're going to do a breakfast for dinner this week. I know we're going to do that. But anyways, be watching for that menu plan that I've been doing on this very low budget for the month of January. But that's going to be it for this video, and I will see y'all later. Bye.